who somebody need to hear this. Y'all speak Hebrew, that's Yiddish. How the fuck you try to label us anti-Semitic? We the Israelites, blacks, natives, Hispanics. The Germans get locked up for the Holocaust. Meanwhile, black people still up in the Holocaust. 100 million of us died in the transatlantic. 6 million died. Jump on the board and never forget it. You can never be a Jew. You are Ashkenaz. This ain't a start, dumb, but done, never die. Yeah, easy told the truth and got ostracized. Not one person in the Bible had on the yarmulke. We were slaves in America like we was in Egypt. Y'all don't even fit the curses in the Torah neither. Y'all was blind to the truth. I had to make it clear how Jerusalem, your name, you people came from Europe. That was 1947. Yo Menorah got 9 sticks. It's really only 7. Yeah, it's us against the world. Armageddon. This what happened when you inherit lies from your ancestors. Y'all the synagogue of Satan with them black hats. Your whole nation sitting ducks, Aflacs, bunch of thieves and culture vultures ain't nothing kosher. To tell the truth, you vagabonds don't have a culture. Macedonia, Alexander, and Philip, you a convert, so tell me, how the fuck is you Israel? That don't make you a people just cause you live there. Why my people can't hate your people like y'all hate Hitler? All the prophets was black and was called niggas. Y'all don't even fit the description that's in the scriptures. Abraham, all the way down to Jacob, we the real Jews. Y'all don't study Christ, y'all follow the Talmud. Keep it real, yo, let's keep it real. Cold hard truth, it give you chills. Say y'all Jewish cause y'all ain't really them. About to do 'em like Hammond, this the feast of Purim. UBK undefeated, this an easy win. We was born fighting, y'all the evil twin. Jacob took hold of his heel, then out came his little red bastard and kosher deals. It's only 12 tribes, y'all trying to make it 13. Esau despised his birthright, the Lord cursed him. He ain't the devil who is, I'm still searching. Ask your rabbi why he giving babies herpes. I don't know what's worse, that or you claiming that you a Maccabee. I'm about to cancel everybody trying to cancel me. I ain't afraid to speak, that's what I do. They riding to the core, I'm just judging them by their fruit. Cause they ain't suffering curses if I was carnal. I promise I'll punch you in person. I know it's an uncomfortable subject. They making millions of our culture and black people suffering from it. Yeah, they don't believe in Christ, they're the Antichrist. Make a living off the niggas, they're a parasite. I ain't afraid to tell the truth, niggas terrified. I'm about to go DEFCON 4, I ain't satisfied. That is absolute proof that they know we are real Jews. Absolute. I ain't got the record. Go find me a white Jew or any archaeology in Egypt anywhere. You will never find a piece of archaeology with white people as slaves in Egypt. So don't tell me that they were slaves and it's their identity and they know.
A new suit helped Andre land a new job.
Shalom, Israel. This is the ISUPK under Commanding General Yohana, started out of 125th Street in Harlem, New York. We teach that the Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of. We are not affiliated with any other Israelite group. We are the home of the truth, and here in the ISUPK, you will get nothing but the truth. Now, today's topic, Salakia. First, let me start off by giving my brothers a greeting. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai Barakatah. Now I want to give my sisters a greeting. Yahweh Shamar Ilata by Hashem Yahweh Shai. So, like I said, today's topic for class is gang violence in our records? Is gang violence in the Bible? You know, we say that we know the Bible is real because it tells us what's going to happen before it happens. So yes, it tells us about gang violence. So, but with that, because I know everybody that's hearing this wants to see me prove it. So I'm a prove it to you. I'm a show you an example where this book is talking about gang signs, Crips, the Bloods, the GDs, the BDs, um, the different Vatos, and all the other gangs, the Haitian gangs, you know, and what has happened is that with this black on black and black on brown crime, we the salt of the earth, so it's trickled out, and now it's affecting Edom's society. But let's get into it. And first verse I'm gonna bring out is Proverbs chapter 6, and I'm gonna start at verse 12. And that's Proverbs chapter 6, verse 12. A naughty person, a wicked man, walketh with a frowned mouth. So, you know, you're walking around with your face all frowned up all the time. You know, this is what this book says about doing that. So let me go on to verse 13. He winketh with his eyes, he speaketh with his feet, he teaches with his fingers. Verse 14. Frowardness is in his heart. He diverseth mischief continually. He soweth discord. 15. Therefore shall his calamity come suddenly. Suddenly shall he be broken without remedy. So let's just break that down. A naughty person, a wicked man with a widow, walketh with a frown mouth. We see brothers walking around, they mean mugging, you know, looking at everybody just mean mugging, all frowned up. You look at them, what you looking at? You got a problem? You look at them, what's up, cuz? You look at them, what's up, blood? You look at them, they throwing up gang signs and all that other stuff. A naughty person, a wicked man, walketh with a frown mouth. Come on, brother. Why you gotta? Me personally, I never understood why people walked around all frowned up, because it makes people shy away from you. Me personally, I'm a people person. I'm active. I'll be bored. I'm sociable. Whatever it is I'm trying to get done, I might be even out to get you, but I'm not going to be able to do none of that with a frown on my face. So I used to always have a grin. I keep a grin on my face. Even though I might be up to mischief, I got a grin on my face. Walking down the street, say somebody, "Hey, what's up, John? Oh, you ain't John? I thought you was John. Man, you look just." Next thing you know, I'm into my mischief, you know. But then, even then, like I said, I don't have a frown. I got a grin. So if you really paying attention, a, a, a grin is a person that's all frowned up trying to force a smile. So pay attention. He winketh with his eyes. He speaketh with his feet. Come on, man. He speaketh with his feet. Crip walk, blood walk, walking like a vato. You know, it's all across the world now. They're crip walking and blood walking in Africa, India, China. It's all influenced by us and it's in our records. You should really read this book. See, and you shouldn't just read this book. You got to get some understanding on this book. Because I'm sure there's a lot of people that read through this whole book. You know, just, oh, well, I want to read a book, you know, reading all these Nancy Drews and whatever. So a lot of people read this, but they do not understand it. You got to have the right people to break this down so that you're not being led astray like we have been since we got out of slavery. There's only one way. There's only one way. The statutes, laws, and commandments, which are not done away with. We've blown that lie completely out the water here in the ISUPK. And I say that all the time. He speaketh with his feet. He teaches with his fingers. Oh man, I see so many different gang signs. There's so many. You know, the West Side, the different blood sets, the different Crip sets. Everybody got a variation. It's so bad. Even the KKK now has gang signs. Even the KKK. It's right there. It's right there. I'm reading it. You could open up this book and read it for yourself. And I'm in Proverbs chapter 6, and it's right there just to cut straight to the chase at verse 13. You know, so you got just right there, all this gang signs, Tupac, everybody throwing up the West Side, and you know, then you got brothers that throw up the East Side, then you got the South Side, then you got the North Side. You know, I mean, it's seeing is believing. Pull it up on your phone. You ain't even got to buy a Bible. You don't even have to own a Bible in 2023. It's right here. It's right here at the tip of your fingers. It's right there. You could pull that up and read it. Verse 14. Frowardness is in his heart. He diverses mischiefs continuously. He soweth discord. You know, when you banging, you gotta prove yourself. You know, a lot of times you gotta put in some work. You gotta get jumped in and put in work. You got to prove yourself. You know what I'm saying? So that's a way of proving yourself. Brothers is out there doing drive-bys. And it's like that in every city where the youngster, the older, I don't even know how you could call that your big homie if your big homie is leading you to the penitentiary. But these older brothers is getting these younger brothers call themselves putting them on and got them out there doing drive-bys. You know, now that's just bad leadership, and it's all by design. Because, they're trying to figure out, how do I get out of this bucket? How do I get out of this bucket? I'm going to step on all these other mofos to get out this bucket. I'm going to step right on top of it. But if you and all the other mofos turn around and think about it like crabs in a bucket, who put us in this bucket? And next time he stick his hand in his bucket, we all gonna try and chop his whole arm off. And that's hey, because what is that guy finna do with all them crabs? He finna throw them in a pot. Because it's an illegal act to even eat crabs. So whoever's putting them in there, why would you put them in there, when it's illegal to eat them? It's a lawbreaker. So, cut his arm off. He'll drop the bucket will tip over, everybody get out. All the crabs free. Run for the ocean, freedom. So, what does it say about the verdict for these type people, for this type action? Therefore shall his calamity come suddenly. Suddenly shall he be broken without remedy. Suddenly. I really don't take light of this verse because, hey, I'm not immune to losing family members to gang violence. I've lost my brother. I know there's many other people that's lost their brother, their sisters. Up to date, there was just another sister that was killed here earlier this week, which I believe put the number that I know of our sisters up to 8. Now, there has been other women being killed. There's a serial killer that's running around here. Police got a person of interest. And then they just caught this guy, and he was an Arab. That a woman broke out of a cement block. But now, as far as our sisters, Israelite sisters, we've lost 7 that I believe, as far as I know of, and that's a lot. That's a lot. A lot of it is due to gang violence. Brother, if you a youngster and you really love your rib, you come back to the statute, laws, and commandments like this book tells you, and come learn how to be a good brother a righteous brother for that sister, you know, especially if you guys have kids, so that you could raise your children in a righteous manner and not be involved in the chaos that's going on with this gang violence out here in the streets. Um, here in the ISUPK, we always say, hey, you're not Africans. We prove it. We just don't tell you. We prove it. And here in Portland, they actually have African gangs. It's the Somali, Somalians. There's the Somalians and the Nigerians that I know of. Both have gangs, and there is a lot of activity between them and Slovakia and the black and brown gangs. And so just saying that, that's just another way of showing you that they know that we're not the same people, and they're actively at war with the other people that live that type of lifestyle that they live. How do you keep yourself safe? You put on the full armor of the Most High in Christ. You come back to these statutes, laws, and commandments. This book will show you how to keep you and your family safe, prosperous, the whole 9 yards. Because people are dying, youngsters, 15. Last year, there was a shooting in every high school we had. Well, let's say 80% of them here in the Portland metro area. The rate is probably up higher than that, but 80% of them had shootings, Um, it's just it's just something that once blood is shed, it's easy to say gang peace till someone's lost their loved one. It becomes a lot harder once blood is shed. Come on, man. If you kill your brother, he can never make what he did wrong to you right. You just ruined his chance. Don't be so impatient. Give it time. Give it time. Don't let a piece of paper with a dead man on it who was a mass murderer make you want to go and hurt your brother. Don't do that, because what's going to happen? Therefore shall his calamity come suddenly. Suddenly shall he be broken without remedy. People getting shot all the time, all the time. Every city, it's amped up in every city, every state. So, and then there's also getting locked up. You killed this brother, ripple effect. His whole family messed up. It trickles on to your family, your kids. Now, however many kids you got, they're growing up without a father, not having proper guidance. And a lot of brothers be like, oh, well, my dad wasn't around, so you're going to make the same mistake. Don't make the same mistake. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to go to Isaiah chapter 42, verse 22. And I am going to show you you know, just us being locked up in the penitentiary and our records in the Bible. Basic instructions before leaving earth. And that's Isaiah chapter 42, verse 22. Isaiah chapter 42, verse 22. But this is a people robbed and spoiled. Oh man, they rob us blind. They come in our neighborhood, regentrification, tear everything down, rebuild it, and price us all the way out. Set up shop. It's so bad here in Portland that they're actually having tours of our old neighborhood that they have regentified. They're having parades and carnivals in our old neighborhoods where we used to have our little block parties. This is what they're doing. And then they rename the streets Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, price you out. Make paintings. There's paintings. There's actually paintings of a testament of a conquered people. Because the show can't be for you, they didn't price you out the neighborhood. And it's happening in every city, in every state. And Portland is bad, but it's happening everywhere. So you are robbed and spoiled because you're the salt of the earth. So wherever you're at, they're interviewing you. They want to act like, oh, you're inclusive, trying to make you feel special. I call it the Roman philosophy, where they give a few something and the rest be like, oh, look at him, look at Jay-Z, Kanye. Oh, I could be like him. And they're doing everything that they can to be like those guys. But see, those guys are trying to get to the $1 billion club. And they think they made it. They're never going to sit at that $1 trillion table. Ever. Ever. It's just a way to keep you going. They are, all of them, snared in holes. And they are hid in prison houses. What? Boom. They are snared in holes and they are hid in prison houses. Therefore, pray. And none delivereth for a spoil, and none saith restore. So, we're preyed upon at the streets. No one is blind to the fact of the black and brown ratio population in the penal system. Everyone knows that it's come out that it's a private industry and they make money. It's an excuse for the government to give them money, but it's a way of keeping you in bondage. This is what this book says. This book is telling you it told us what was going to happen to us before it happened. No doubt. No doubt. So with that, let me go to Second Chronicles chapter 11, verse 4. Second Chronicles chapter 11, verse 4. Thus saith the Lord, ye shall not go up, nor fight against your brethren. Return every man to his house, for this thing is done of me. So this is what the Most High has to say to you brothers. You know, out there going to do your initiation, out there hunting. For you brothers that are out there hunting, thus saith the Lord, ye shall not go up. You ain't going up to that neighborhood. Stay your ass in your own damn neighborhood. For the same thing to them, he's telling them, stay your ass in your neighborhood. Nor fight against your brethren. You're not going to be fighting against your brother. Stop it. That's your brother. Black, brown, black on black. Stop it. You know, you got the Africans targeting you. You don't even need to be worried about them. But as long as you are out there with this type of activity, then you do. Return every man to his house. Take your ass home. For this is done of me. Because now you're fighting with me. You don't want to fight the Most High in Christ, man. Don't do that. You know, I just showed you that he said calamity is going to come upon you suddenly. It is too many of my brothers out there dying. You know, it's too many t-shirts. Funerals getting shot up. Vigils getting shot up. Stop it. Stop it. You know. And if you want to find that, that's in Second Chronicles chapter 11, verse 4. Now I want to go to Second Maccabees chapter 8, verse 36. And I'm going to show you, you know, everything that's going on with us, people running around here crying about how the police is always pulling them over. I used to be one of them. I'm mad because I use my blinker and I still get pulled over. And I see people ride around right in front of the police, don't use their blinker, you know, and I really was upset, thinking like, well, you know, I'm being treated different and how wrong that is, and boo hoo hoo this and boo hoo hoo that. But now I know why. I know why. I have a complete understanding now because I've got in the ISUPK under Commanding General Yohana put on all black so that I could get some guidance and some understanding. Now everything makes sense. You know, I'm getting double the punishment because I'm breaking the Most High in Christ's law and I'm breaking Edom's law. So I'm the prey. I didn't understand why they were always, license insurance, but I'm doing illegal activity. I don't have that problem no more. I never get interviewed, and it just is what it is. So, Second Maccabees, chapter 8, verse 36. Thus he that took upon him to make good to the Roman their tributes by means of captivity in Jerusalem told abroad that the Jew had God to fight for them, and therefore they cannot be hurt because they follows the laws that he gave them. See, now that's in Second Maccabees. That's when we kicked all the Romans, the Edomites, because Edom united with Rome and Roman took on their agenda and they're just blended in together. They're hand in hand. They're the ones that's living Martin Luther King dream, not you, Black, Hispanic, Native American man. You're not included and don't expect to be because you're a holy people and you're supposed to be separate and you will be. It doesn't matter if you like it or not. It is what it is. So, the reason they're able to get away with everything they do is because you're breaking the laws. When we kept the laws, couldn't touch us. Mighty, mighty nations. It wasn't just one nation that came up against us. They were united against us. And we weren't the most. We were the least, but we were the richest because we followed the statutes, laws, and commandments. We were very, very prosperous. Look how far we regressed. Look how far we've regressed. We're not the richest, we're the poorest. We're preyed upon. Look at down in Texas. It's always some crazy Edomite just I don't know what's wrong with them, run through there and want to shoot up everything. How you gonna be mad that there are Hispanics in Texas, in California? How you gonna be mad about that? Oregon, Washington. This was all a part of Mexico. So of course they're here. Los Angeles is named by after Hispanic. It's just, so then they want to chase them all out. And then, oh wait, we need workers. We don't have nobody to pick the fruit. Oh yeah, now everything changed. Now everything changed. Nobody's going to work for those hours. You don't even want to pay the people. Well, if we do that, drag and drama. Because you know what? Money is a piece of paper you could take one tree and probably make $1 trillion. One small tree, one tree. And majority of those people are taking that money back to Mexico. So it's not going to affect the U.S. economy, not one bit. They show we're over there in Iraq. They're over in Iran. They're over in North Korea with big briefcases of money. I'm sure China offering big briefcases of money. Africa, all these other nations, right? But when it comes to my sisters and brothers, for their hard labor, they got dragon drama. So, I don't fall for it. I don't fall for it. And, they're all able to do it because of us not keeping the commandments. It's all this. Let's take Mexico. Mexico is being known for drugs. For most people in their minds, whenever they think Mexico, they think drugs. But Mexico is minerally rich, and look how the people are living. A lot of them don't, have running water, electricity, and that's because of the global market. The way they've set it up is to keep all the people in Mexico oppressed. That's ain't it funny how they're not having drug labs in these European countries, or it's like there's no like fentanyl or cocaine or something like that isn't produced in the United States. It's our European countries is all imported in. And that's why, because you don't want to keep the statutes, laws, and commandments, because we don't do it as a whole, as a people. But once we come back and start doing that, we will be back on top. With that, I want to go to Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 33. Jeremiah 50, verse 33. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, and all that took them captive held them fast. They refused to let them go. Their Redeemer is strong. The Lord of hosts is his name. He shall thoroughly plead their cause, that he might give rest to the land and disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon. So we're in a circle repeating this cycle. We are repeating the past. We're back in Babylon, the land of Egypt, in Sodom, the land of the north. That's where we're at, and the Most High right now is pleading with us to come back to our culture, and he's pleading with them to treat us righteously because they're not. So, what's that? Europe's on fire. Italy, all that, boy, they running up out of there. Flames is tearing their butts up. Here in the United States, one of the brothers posted a tip in Texas, 120. wow, it's been hot here. Some people don't have air conditioning. It's only going to get harder. We got the Ukraine war going on, things amping up. Iran and US, China, US, North Korea, US. Hey, just like Commanding General Yohana told y'all, it's like when the UPK was saying it was UFOs, and they said we were crazy. Now all these people are coming out, oh, there's UFOs, but we were crazy. Nuclear war is coming. It's in the records. It's coming. It's coming. It's not gonna be left. It's not gonna be, it's gonna happen because it's in here, just like everything else is in here has been happening. What this book says is gonna come to it's gonna come true. So when we talk about the 12 tribes of Israel, we know who our brothers is because there's been a lot of research put into it. And, I've actually researched their research, which is like, whew, one of the things why I started wearing all black when I did, because I was like, man, these brothers is educated. I want to know more, and of course it made me angry, and then I had to realize is that, well, if I'm angry, I need to do something about it. Let me do my part. That's just like everybody know that Judah, that's the Negroes. I'm from the tribe of Judah. Then there's Benjamin, that's the West Indians. The West Indians, that's the Caribbeans, and the Caribbean and what is that called? But all in the West Indies, Jamaica, St. Thomas, the Haitians, that's the tribe of Levi. The Dominicans, that's the tribe of Simeon. Zebulon is the Guatemalans. Ephraim is the Puerto Ricans. Cubans is Manasseh. Salakia if I said that wrong. Manasseh. Yeah, Manasseh is the Cubans. North American Indians, that's the tribe of Gad. Sinomio Indians, that's Reuben. Argentina to Chile, that's Nepali. Colombia to Uruguay, that's Asher. And then, of course, my Mexican brothers, that's Issachar. So, you want to learn more, just ask questions. You can go to isupk.com, and get more information. Like and share. With that, I'm going to end this class. Shalom, Israel.